Biting talk from CALZAGHE as he comes head-to-head with his American challenger. Let's look at the sport now, and it's shaping up to be Joe CALZAGHE's biggest challenge yet. In April, the world boxing champion from Newbridge goes to Las Vegas to face American Bernard Hopkins.
It'll be the first time CALZAGHE has fought at light heavyweight. Well, today the Welshman was in London to go face-to-face with the man they call the executioner. Sounds ominous. Our sports correspondent Richard Morgan was there. We must warn you that there's some flash photography in Richard's report.
They call it trash talking, and when it comes to shooting the pre-fight breeze, no one does it quite like the Americans.
I'm going to bring a history to the English boxing fans.
But never mind the chatter, Bernard Hopkins has the record to back the words up. A former middleweight world champion, he's held the Ring magazine light heavyweight crown since 2006. A reformed character after serving 5 years in prison for strong-arm robbery as a youngster, he's not intimidated by CALZAGHE's previous achievements. Joe CALZAGHE's beaten up a few Americans in his time, Jeff Lacey, for example. What makes you different?
I'm not Jeff Lacey. Jeff Lacey has 17 fights. So I got 50-something fights, 20 defenses as a middleweight, undefeated over a decade. That makes me different.
For Joe, it's a step into the unknown. He's never fought in the States before, but despite losing the war of words, boxing's longest reigning current champion isn't expecting to lose the war where it counts.
I'm surprised I got in as many words as I did, to be honest. I know his reputation of never coming up for air, but you know, he's confident. I'm 100% confident, and I'm going to win the fight.
Well, if Bernard Hopkins fights as well as he talks a fight, it should be quite a contest for Joe on April the 19th in Las Vegas. One thing's for sure, with thousands of Welsh fans expected on the Strip in 2 months' time, there should be a night to remember. Richard Morgan for Wales Tonight in London.
I think they're big softies, really,
Really,
you at heart.
Yeah, you can tell them that. Yeah.
And no love lost between these two. CALZAGHE and Hopkins weigh each other up ahead of their fight in Las Vegas. And CALZAGHE and Hopkins say hello. The Welshman says he'll beat the American in his own backyard. Now, boxing, it's the one he's been waiting for. Today, Joe CALZAGHE came face-to-face with Bernard Hopkins. It's a mouth-watering bout set to take place in Las Vegas in April. CALZAGHE will step up to light heavyweight and fight in America for the first time. Kevin Geary's report does contain some flash photography.
The billing is as overblown as you'd expect of a contest backed by a movie-themed restaurant chain. But the fight is a keenly anticipated battle between a serial champion, Bernard Hopkins, who talks at around 300 words a minute.
But I function better when things are not supposed to be my way or go my way. This is when I'm at my best.
And the softly spoken Welshman Joe CALZAGHE, who's renowned for sometimes unleashing over 100 punches a round, and who's moving up a weight for the biggest payday of his career in Las Vegas.
New goals, new obstacles, and what a better one than to step up to light heavyweight, go to my own country, go to the States, and fight Bernard Hopkins. You know, that's to improve my greatness, and this is another step in proving my greatness.
He really believes he's the best. He should think that way. He's undefeated. He has no worries about whether he's going to not deliver. I have to change his mind.
Ironically, for two such successful warriors, no meaningful belts will be at stake, but the fight is one that boxing fans want to see. Up to 8,000 CALZAGHE supporters are expected to travel to Vegas to watch him defend his remarkable unbeaten record.
Well, as you might expect at Planet Hollywood, there was plenty of hype in there today, and Bernard Hopkins certainly talks a good fight. But both fighters know that come April in Las Vegas, that will count for nothing. Kevin Geary, Wales Today, London.
And we hear from Joe CALZAGHE as he vows to end the career of Bernard Hopkins when the two meet in Las Vegas. CALZAGHE insists fighting in America makes no difference to him ahead of his super fight with Bernard Hopkins in April. The Las Vegas bout can be seen live on Setanta Sports. CALZAGHE's unbeaten legacy will be put to the test by the American. There are fears, though, that Welshman could struggle to win over the American judges. But Hopkins says CALZAGHE has to fight in the US before he can consider himself a true sporting legend.
Everybody that Joe fought had to come to Wells, or whether it's Germany or whatever, but they had to come to Wells in his backyard. So, you know, to try to plant a seed, you know what I mean, or set up this thing where, you know, you think you can get a fair share in Vegas, you think you need to do this, you think you need to do that. Well, now you get a taste of your own medicine. You want to be great? Do great things.
That's why we're coming. That's why he's coming. We have no problem with the judges, no problem with the referee.
I don't think he had no choice but to not do the fight.
No,
so I think he was forced. I think he was forced. Personally, I think it was nowhere else to go. I eliminated all the people that he had to go to. And I'm the last man standing. They made a great movie about that. I'm the last man standing. And so you have to come to America. You have to come to America. Remember, you with HBO, part of the deal. Third fight, second fight, you got to come here. I just happen to be Poppy Hopkins there. I'm not, I mean, it's nothing to be mad. Look, it's nothing to be angry about. I'm just saying I just happen to be the guy there. Who's behind closed door number one? Who's behind closed number two? Three I am. That's all I'm saying. I'm not on a dispute about it. It's a good thing. Because why? April 19th, we got a great fight amongst two legendary Hall of Famer fighters that's going to clash. The Brits are coming. I'm Paul Revere. And I'm telling everybody to come and watch the execution of the Brit.
This is where the executioner finally gets executed, man.
Bit of confidence there coming from both. Well, coming up after